Sports Central, it is always a treat. Ron Garcia, head coach of the Albuquerque High Bulldogs, is going to join us. A little family talk here before we got on air. I'm a little bit disappointed, Coach, that you didn't wear your shirt that you wore last time that your granddaughters made you.
Well, I think it shrank. I washed it in hot water, so it's okay.
So it was a one-time shirt.
I look shorter in it now. So.
Okay, it's 3 and out. And why would we not talk about anything else other than Bulldog City? It's your Albuquerque High Bulldogs rolling so far in the season. Only one blemish, only one loss. You had a really good weekend stand as you beat Oñate, and then there's a great win against Centennial. So how do you feel about everything?
We just got to keep pace with everybody else. You know, everyone's bragging about Hobbs and Cleveland, and then Rio Rancho's just on a great roll. I mean, we got to try and keep even with them, and try and get into state playoffs. Now district starts, and this one it really counts.
So I want everyone. I know all the players, but tell us how big Alonso Armijo has been for his development for your team so far. Because the past 4 or 5 games, he's averaging over 22 points, and people are going into triangle and twos to just stop Bump and Alonso.
We've had about 6 of those this year, triangle 2, boxing 1. Alonso deserves what he's getting because he's such a workaholic. I mean, he's put in so much time on his own. Even when we don't have practice, he's in the gym. He comes in and shoots. He finds ways to shoot. He's really worked hard, and he's been a great leader. He's got the other guys working on their own. I don't even have to open the gym, and they come practice on their own. They don't really need me. I just kind of get there and be in charge a little bit.
What was your reaction when Ray J. Cole spotted up for a triple on the top of the key? Was it good or bad?
You know what? It's the truth. I like Ray J shooting the 3.
Okay.
Because he can shoot it. We let him shoot it. I told him, but he can't take a lot of them.
That's the
But
secret.
if he's wide open, and he can shoot it. But he's too big to have out there. But if they back off, and he's wide open. I mean, he's really can shoot the ball. He's got good hands. Got a good shot.
I think this was an important win for you guys against Centennial because it adds something to your resume that everyone has been talking about how weak your resume is, even though you're winning. That's all you can control is to win. But I think it really added something to your guys' resume, and when state seeding and selection comes around, it'll look a lot better.
I don't know how everyone says we have a weak resume. I don't understand what the weak schedule. We've played everybody else has played. We just happen to beat them better than everybody else. I don't know. Beating Centennial was great.
Yeah.
They're a good basketball team. They're highly ranked when we were able to beat them. But we beat Sandia when they're struggling, but they had everybody. We've beaten everybody. I mean, I don't know who else we can play. I don't make the schedule, so in my defense.
So you have a Trisco coming up,
yeah.
and you with the district play. Every game's gonna be close. What have you? Tell us what you tell the kids to prepare them for district, which is the second season. What's the motivation behind trying to run through this gambit? Even though you're 14-1, you have to get through district play.
We wear a different uniform for district.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, it was great. Again, through district's a key thing. This is for the money now. The other ones for kind of show, for the resume, like Adam said, and now district is the one that tells you where you're at, because I think our district is very much similar. We're all very similar like teams, and all of us can beat each other. So it's going to be a heck of a district
Well, it's
season.
going to be a grind, isn't it? I mean, West Mesa's playing really good right now, and so is a Trisco Heritage, and Valley's always difficult, especially at Valley. I mean, night in and night out, you can't take a night off.
There isn't a night off. I think Rio Grande is a very dangerous basketball team. They got good size of shooters. Sean does a good job. You got West Mesa, who just keeps winning. You got a Valley, who sits there real quiet. Coach Coleman likes to sit behind the log like a fox, just wait for the chicken to come by to jump on it. I
have no idea what was just said.
Me neither, but they're good. We got a chance.
Yeah, okay.
That's all we care about. Is we got a chance.
The log and the fox.
I let my assistant coaches worry about the filming and stuff. We got a chance. That's all I know.
Look, last year, you guys were growing. You knew you had great guards, and you knew you had talent that was growing up. But they did a lot of growing up. And to be where you're at now, I believe it's 13-1 on the season,
14.
right? 14-1. See, I'm not doing you
check
justice.
our resume.
Got to check your resume. But, I mean, it's got to be great to see that all the effort, all the coaching, and the kids growing up before your eyes to put this work in and be where you're at. I mean, 14-1, that's nothing to sleep on.
We didn't, I don't know, we just expect these guys to have a great season. We're really excited about it. We thought this would be a good year. We had a terrific summer, so we knew that coming into this year that we could win some games. And we're real excited about it. Last year we thought we had a good team. We had some bad breaks, lost 13 games by 6 points or less. But these were the babies, and now they've grown up. So we're ready.
Yeah, double the win total.
Double the win total from last year. Yeah, that makes it great. Makes my wife smile more when I go home.
What's the next topic?
That's the most important thing.
There we go.
It is.
Let's move on. We'll get back to hoops here in just a moment, or at least high school hoops. Let's move on to that loss UNM had against Boise State. The problem with this loss, guys, is it wasn't on the road. It was at home in the pit in front of 15,200 plus. This is not a good loss, obviously. Marks was on fire. Boise State was shooting really well from behind the arc. I don't know, guys. I think Mountain West Conference, but I think the Lobos with a loss like this it's going to back them up big time.
Well, we're going to ask a former college coach himself, Mr. Garcia. What do you think of this Lobo team right now, as everything that you've seen on tape?
I think the biggest thing I've seen is that they're trying to find consistency with some of their guys, and they're not getting consistent performances night in and night out. You know, to lose at home in a conference, that's really tough. But you know, Coach Neal, when he was with Coach Alfred and Vice, they've done very well on the road. So they're going to get one somewhere on the road. It's who you lose to. You know, you hope Boise State isn't really up there at the end and they beat the contenders. And so Boise State's not bad. They're having a good season, but to lose at home, that's a tough one.
To keep pace with somebody like San Diego State, you can't lose these games at home, especially Boise, who's been struggling. Now, if you slipped up maybe to the top end, San Diego State or Wyoming, maybe. But Lobos cannot lose another home game, and they've got to pick up more on the road now. And so they already missed an opportunity against San Diego State on the road. They're going to have to play Lermy on the road. They have to beat Wyoming on the road, and they're going to have to beat UNLV on the road for them to have a chance.
But I think a lot of it is, you know, you talk about schedule resumes. The NCAA need resumes, and I think the Lobo schedule isn't as strong as others. So that's why they really need to get some big wins coming up.
And so you've been coaching your whole life. What do you tell a senior like a Hugh Greenwood, who everyone wants him to be this scorer or whatnot? How stressful is it right now for Neil when you have a guy who you want to win for so bad because he put so much time into a program? If that was you, how are you addressing the situation at UNM with no real scores?
You know, with Hugh, as good as guys he's been, I think he's been a great guy on and off the court. I like the way he plays. I think with him, you just keep him positive, just keep him motivated. You know, it's up. He struggled that game. He missed a lot of open shots, and he tried maybe pressing a little bit. But once they get consistency with Delaney and those other guys underneath, I mean, it'll really help you out. So I think you just got to be positive with him, keep him motivated.
Well, I also think, guys, I think Goodman has been a disaster so far coming in. You can tell something's not right there. The world's not over with yet. Don't jump off a bridge, though. We think there's still plenty of time to recover here in the Mountain West. I'm good. Are you good?
I'm great.
Come on back. Ron Garcia will be here. We'll talk some more high school hoops in the Max Preps Rankings Top 10 uSports Central.